Hey, what's up? I'm Pete McCarthy here for OddsShopper. We're looking at a 4-game slate, no house advantage. If you want to play against the house and try to hit on some of these props, you get 5 out of 5. You get 21 times your money. You're just not going to find that elsewhere. It's a good way to try to build some bankroll potentially as well. Got some picks we like here that all correlate together, which is good. So we'll have that for you coming up in a moment. But remember, like, subscribe, keep up with all of our shows, our DFS offers, our giveaways. And once you do subscribe, hit that notification button. That's going to give you alerts when our shows go live. And we got a lot happening these days over at OddsShopper, such a fast-growing community over here. And, of course, we got a lot of sports happening right now, right? Thursday night football tonight to get into. You've got NHL, college hoops, and, of course, the NBA on a big night. Don't forget also that almost all of our content is available in podcast form on your platform of choice. That means you go to the gym, you go out for a jog, boom, you can pop in your headphones, keep up on what's happening, and you can help us out by leaving a 5-star review there as well. So just looking at no house advantage, if you want to play against the house, hey, you get 2 out of 2, you get 2.5 times your money, 3 out of 3, 5 times your money. But the big one, 5 out of 5, you get 21 times your money. So I got 3 picks for you tonight, and I think come together nicely because they're all from one game, and we're just looking for maybe a little slower pace than what no house advantage is looking at. So let's start with Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks. A monster number posted at no house advantage. 34.5 points is the over under for Luka Doncic. We're looking at the under there. It's not a huge gap from our projection. Just about 33, a little bit below that. If you want to look at the sports books, it's something I love to do is just go to OddsShopper and you can see what the best odds for, say, an underbet are or an overbet. You get an idea of what all the different books are putting out there. What you're going to see is Luka Doncic at 33.5 points is minus 125. Again, our line at no house advantage right now is 34.5 points. So, the books have the juice on the under at a point lower. So they're looking at an under here for Luka Doncic. Is he capable of going over? Of course, it's Luka Doncic. But we're going to play, what the projections are spitting out, what the sports books are looking at, right? I think that gives us some really positive indicators that we're looking at an under game for Luka Doncic. And look, it doesn't take a genius to say, hey, 34.5, that's a monster number. Let's get under that. So we're going to go under on Luka Doncic tonight on these 34.5 points. Now, one of the advantages of playing something like this and putting together a bunch of prop bets as you try to get to 21 times, if you can make the props correlate, and look, it's not as easy in the NBA as it is in other sports, but if you're looking at a certain pace in a game, maybe you play for the game to be a blowout one direction or another, less minutes for the starters down the stretch. There are different ways to look at it and try to get these things together to match. And that's what we're looking at with our next pick. And we'll just go, right to Luka's teammate, right? Spencer Dinwiddie. 18.5 points is the line here. We project him at about 15.5. That is a big gap. We were looking at 3 points, talking about somebody in the teens. If you want to look at OddsShopper, the sports books, you're going to see 17.5 points is the number for Spencer Dinwiddie elsewhere. So again, you have the advantage of the projections saying you got an edge. You've got the sports books saying you got an edge here. So you can hit the under on Spencer Dinwiddie. It's a pretty big difference as far as the projections go there. So you could jump on that and go under on a couple of Dallas Mavericks. And we'll have a Washington Wizards player to add to the mix in a moment. But if you're not familiar with no house advantage, there's a couple of different ways to play. I'm talking about playing versus the house, just straight up props. You can package them together. Again, 5 out of 5, 21 times your money. You could also play against other people in the pick'em contest. So you have to confidence rank 10 different props. You get all 10, you're going to be at the top of the leaderboard, and then it's just a matter of who are you there with. Sometimes it doesn't take 10 of 10 to be at the top of that leaderboard. And if you're there all by yourself, look, you get $5,000, and you can check out our free projections for No House Advantage over at stochastic.com. Also, look, they'll match your deposit bonus of up to $50. You got more information on that below. So if you haven't signed up for No House Advantage yet, you go there, you put in $50. They're going to give you another $50 to play with, and you can play the contest or, of course, versus the house as well. So let's look at another, Kristaps Porzingis. Same game, Again, another under. The projections look at the under. We have this at a 60% hit rate, 21.5 points for Porzingis. Let's go under that. Our projection is about 2 points less than that. And again, if you get a blowout for the Wizards and Mavs tonight, if you get just a slower pace than where they just have an off shooting night to some degree, you could look at Porzingis, Dinwiddie, Luka Doncic, all being under the point totals that are up on No House Advantage right now. So see if you can take advantage of that. If you like playing all these props, you also play against the books as well. Gain access to all of our betting experts on our premium Discord by clicking the link below. You could use that link to get your first week of access for free, and then it is $9.95 afterwards. But nothing to lose. 1 week, check it out, see if you like it. This will help you for sports books. This can help you play No House Advantage. This could help you potentially for DFS as well. Gives you a lot of the latest breaking news and exactly what to do with that breaking news when it does happen. So be sure to check this out. Also, it's a great community. You get to sweat your picks, your bets with other people that are in the same situation. Have some fun with that. So you're not just sitting on the couch by yourself watching the game, sitting there sweating. You got some people you can share that excitement with a little bit as well. And as I mentioned, OddsShopper is just a great tool to help you with all of your sports betting needs, or if you're playing No House Advantage, you name it, and it'll help you make sure you're maximizing your profits. You can find where the best lines are if you're playing at different books. And again, I just like to use it as a gauge for my picks, whether I'm playing No House Advantage or elsewhere, of what to expect. Same game, I'll throw another pick your way since you're hanging in this long. Kyle Kuzma, 6.5 rebounds. If it is an off shooting night for Luka, Dinwiddie, Porzingis, maybe we get over that number. The projections like the over, looking at 7+ rebounds for Kuzma. And again, another one, you go to OddsShopper, what are you going to see on the books? Kuzma's rebound line is -130. You don't have to deal with -130 if you're playing No House Advantage, right? You just got to pair them together and try to get some wins. So look, all picks from one game, for the most part, they correlate. I think the Kuzma rebound being an exception because we're going over on that one. But look, they're laying a bunch of bricks tonight. Kyle Kuzma can maybe build a house with all of that. So check that out. Appreciate you joining here on the OddsShopper YouTube channel. Again, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm Pete McCarthy. Good luck tonight.